Happy New Year, Taurus. This will be your forecast for January 2022, Sun, Moon and Rising. Very excited about this. Firstly, I must say I do apologize if the publishing of this video is a little bit late. I have been looking after my mum, who's also Taurus, like me. She's had shingles, so I've been nursing her. So there may be a bit of a delay getting this uploaded on YouTube. But Happy New Year, exciting stuff. I will be doing a very basic Celtic cross. We'll start off with 20 seconds of the sound bowl, just to tune into the energies. And please be mindful that this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and energies are non-gender specific. So, the sound bowl, just to tune in, deep breath in. And exhale. All right, Taurus, let us see what is happening for us in the month of January. Right, do a little shuffle. Oops. I'll be cutting the deck for the Celtic cross. Okay, current energy, Six of Cups. Sometimes a bit of a nostalgia card. What's crossing it is the Four of Wands. Lifestyle, current lifestyle, moving forward. Your conscious thoughts at the moment is the world wanting to bring something to full completion, end of a cycle. Your subconscious thoughts are Eight of Wands, wanting to move forward with pace. So you're definitely wanting to move forward and end something. Your past energy, the Hanged Man, waiting to see how things pan out, seeing things from a different perspective. Your future is the Three of Swords, so maybe some heavy energy over there in the heart space or in the mental body. Okay, then your attitude is the Chariot, again wanting to drive forward, okay, having that victorious triumphant energy of charging forward. That's your attitude at the moment. Onwards and upwards, knowing that you can take the good with the bad, right? The environmental change is a challenge. I say challenge, I was meant to say challenge, but this looks like a challenge. Ten of Swords, feeling at a loss, perhaps mental conclusion of something that's now dead and gone. Okay, that's the environment. Your hopes and fears is the Hierophant. Can you maintain your sense of self? Because this is your card. This is the Taurus card. The Hierophant talks about spiritual ascension, but can also be representative of that Saturn planet. The Saturn planet, which I usually associate with Capricorn, but also has a lot of Hierophant energies in it too, meaning about the rules and the regulations, the done deals, the way things happen, following the system. Okay, hopes and fears. And then your outcome for January is the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, thank God. Can I just say that? Thank God. Okay, because we're good. We're good here. But these two energies over here with this Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords are pretty heavy. So it does feel like there's something that's outside of our control that is needing to be released and completed and done. It is dead and done. Okay, it's gone. And so it could be quite difficult, a difficult feeling there. I'm going to have to clarify that a little bit further. So I'm very pleased that the Wheel of Fortune has come out for us, because it means that whatever this is, it's changing to the positive. Now, when you have in your conscious thoughts, in your attitude, and in your subconscious thoughts, the feelings and the desires to close something off. It feels like you're done with something, you've completed something, and you know that you have. So now as you approach that to the finality, I mean, of course, we're in the end of the year, okay? So a lot of people try and put a close on 2021, and we start to look forward into 2022, new beginnings, those intentions that we want to create, the things that we want to create for our future. But there is this Three of Swords and Ten of Swords, which feels like a little bit of a residue, a little bit of a lag, a little bit of a overspill from 2021 that just needs to be cleaned up before we can really move forward, okay? Subconsciously, you wanting to get going super fast. These two cards, one is a subconscious thought of fast action, moving forward, following your passion, perhaps even air travel. This is also a type of travel card because it's a vehicle, it's a chariot, okay? This also talks about fast motion. Both of these are fast motions. So you are really, you're like itching to get going because you've been waiting for the time. So you've been waiting and seeing how things pan out before you really feel ready to charge forward. And you've done this work, you've done the you've taken the time to really suspend yourself and really see from a different point of view to make sure that you want to move forward. And now you're kind of like, you're itching to go, but it feels like something else is going to sort of stand in your way because there's something that still needs to be addressed before you can really move on to that Wheel of Fortune. Now, currently, we've got the Six of Cups energy and the Four of Wands. So you've got something from the past that's still sort of holding you back a wee bit, okay, because of this wanting to charge forward, and that's really nice. But what's crossing it is the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands talks about happy, creating a happy lifestyle, solid space of where you live. You've got those four wands that are firmly set in the ground. This also talks about sometimes celebrations, okay? So with this energy here that you're in, which is a very soft, beautiful, gentle energy, equal give and take of love, harmony, it's a six. So six is all about harmony, give and take, give and take. But it can also represent nostalgia, so energies from the past, okay? And that, the past, is the energy that you're in, but what's crossing it, the challenge is, well, how do I change, how do I create my new lifestyle, okay? Because I'm living too much in the past. So it does feel to me like while you consciously are aware that something's coming to completion, something's coming to the end, you can feel it in your bones, and in a way you're itching to get cracking with it. You can't have that massive forward motion when you're still in a little, when you're still thinking about past situations. So it feels like there's a past situation that perhaps was very emotional, very difficult, and perhaps it hasn't had the full grief and the full recovery and the full healing in order to then charge forward. So it feels like there is some sort of residue, some sort of spillover that needs to be addressed, taken care of, and then you can move forward. All right. The Three of Swords is I mean, there's no denying how heavy that is. Three swords that are piercing through the heart space, okay? This is like mental anguish, okay? This is sad energy, but it's not a cup energy. Now, cups energies would be emotions. This is intellectual heartache, if that makes sense. This is where something didn't go according to plan, feels like it's something from the past, and there is definitely the need to really see it. It's like looking at the skeletons in the closet. It's like really viewing it, seeing it for what it truly is, so that you can put an end to it with that Ten of Swords, okay? Because it's gone and things now need to move forward. I'm going to clarify those two cards because they're heavy, okay? Now, your hopes, your attitude, as I explained before, is you're ready to go. This is a very, very strong position to be in, your attitude. You're ready to go. You've got that va-va-voom, and you want to charge forward because you understand where you're taking the lessons with you. So you understand where areas of yourself that you need to get outside your comfort zone and build on, and you're also aware of where you are at your strongest. okay? And this, she races forward. She knows exactly where she's going, okay? She's deciding to, in a way, sometimes throw caution to the wind, and because she knows she's going to come out the other side on top. Now that's your attitude, but the environment is still holding you back. Now, if we think about any sort of manifestation in our lives, there is always going to be a lag. It doesn't happen instantly like you would in dreams, where you imagine something in the dream and all of a sudden, poof, it appears. In the human experience, there's always a lag. So there is still this overspill that needs to come up, and it feels like it's cropping up unexpectedly in your environment. And you're like, oh God, I thought I dealt with that, but no, it's coming back around, okay? Your hopes and fears is this Hierophant card. You're hoping to stand within your own true self. You're hoping to find this, how do I describe this energy? Give me a sec. It's like there is a hope to illuminate your own self-empowerment as it relates to your inner divinity. There's a hope to do that. Equally, there is the fear that systems that are in place are going to hold you back even further. So this wanting to put an end to something, charge forward and create a new paradigm shift for yourself, even because you've done the work, you've done the waiting, you know, you've sussed it out from many different angles with that Hangman, okay? But you're wanting to find your own self-empowerment, your own inner divinity in that spiritual ascension, but equally there might be a little bit of fear of like, can I navigate through the constrictions, the restrictions, okay? Now the outcome is Wheel of Fortune, so yay, the wheel is turning in your favor, okay? This is a gift from Spirit sometimes. It's a karmic return, okay? Where things have been in the low for a very long time, the wheel always turns, because change is the only constant in life. And the only thing that never changes is change. So good change is absolutely coming, but it feels like you just need to finish this little residue. I want to clarify this a little bit further, see what else we can get. I can't be too specific because this is a general reading, but we'll see what we have. For the Three of Swords, please. Can you clarify the Three of Swords? Thank you. King of Pentacles. Oh, okay, this is one of two things. It feels very strongly one message more than the other. The King of Pentacles would be a court card. So this would be someone in your life. I don't feel like it's you. I feel like it's somebody that you care for. Okay. Now this person would be a business owner, someone who usually is very reliable, knows how to get things done, is got a good handle on his business, on his home, on his long-term sense of security. He usually has things sorted, but there is some sadness to do with this. So it feels like there is someone close to you that's causing a little mental anguish. And it could be feel quite heavy in the heart space. It could feel quite cutting in the heart space, but it's related to this King of Pentacles, related to somebody else, which you don't see coming. Anything else, please, for the Three of Swords? Can we clarify anything else, please, for the Three of Swords? Thank you. The Hierophant. Okay, so the King of Pentacles is a person. I mean, it's an earth sign, right? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. He tends to be very earthy, knows how to handle things and work in the practical side of life, right? And perhaps this person is, again, a little bit restricted with the Hierophant, or this person is going through some sort of awakening process, which is causing a lot of mental anguish. Give me a sec. Of course, it could absolutely be a Taurus, because obviously the King of Pentacles is an earth sign. There is some sort of loss here to do, either in business or with the system. So when I was saying the king usually has all his SHIT together, right? This would show that actually there is a bit of a blip, a bit of a lag, a bit of something that's getting in the way of that. So if you relate to the King of Pentacles as yourself, which it could be, because obviously it is an Earth sign and you're Taurus, it could be that there is something that's getting in the way of your forward motion, and it could be that something from the past is cropping back, only because of that Six of Cups. So there's something that you were feeling like you had a sense of security and forward motion, but then something unforeseen, some sort of restriction, is preventing you or preventing that person, a loved one, from having that sense of security that they always thought that they would have, that they try to work within the systems to maintain a level of sense of security. But remember, everything changes, okay? And that's the thing that you need to get through. It's like sometimes even the security doesn't exist unless you bring it within, in your internal body. That's the only time and way and place that you can feel truly, truly, truly secure. Because if you're secure and balanced within yourself, you can handle everything and anything. Usually what happens is people trying to make sure they got the home, they got the money, they got the people around them, the support network, they got their job, all of those things to create that sense of security. And if you take one of those things away, if you're unbalanced within yourself, or not quite, you're too much one way or too much the other way, these things can be a big deal. But if you remain balanced within yourself, within your chakra system, then actually you can sort of move and fluid and flow with anything that comes your way. So it feels like both of these cards basically talk about systems, the ways things do. This is that Saturn energy I was talking about. So it's there's going to be a blip there. Things that you thought that were secure may not end up being secure, or there's a change to that situation. And if it was somebody else, it could be that someone very close to you, who's usually in control of their affairs, let's just put it that way, now has a sudden shock or this thing from the past, this residue that needs to be dealt with, because it no longer serves the current energy that we're in. We have to be more fluid. We have to be more in expecting the unexpected, particularly with Uranus and Taurus at the moment. It's all about that. So let's go to the Ten of Swords, please. What is that about? Thank you. Oh, wish fulfillment. Let's clarify a little bit further. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there is that natural ending coming, and I do feel like deep down it's something that you've been kind of hoping for, something that, how do I explain this energy? Say, for example, you're in a situation. Now that could be a working situation, a romantic situation, a home situation, whatever situation that is. But it's actually not working for you, not really. And sometimes it is easier for us to almost daydream or imagine something so strong that would come in that would disrupt the whole thing. Which would then push us to then move forward. Sometimes we need that kick up the bum, right? Because if we didn't have that vital shift, that vital change, we might get a little bit complacent and just deal with the here and now and kind of go, oh, this is my comfort zone, this is happy space. So I feel like with the environmental energy over here, there is something that's coming in, which is actually a good thing, but it's that trigger to push you outside your comfort zone. And as it does so, it's something that actually you can now move into your cup energy, into your emotional space, okay? And it's something you've been waiting for with that Three of Wands over there. So quite interesting. I mean, I know this sounds terrible, right? But I'll give you this as another example, very extreme, but another example of this kind of energy. years ago when I used to temp, because I was an actor for a long time, and I used to do temping jobs. And there was one particular admin job that I did that I dreaded going in every single day. I absolutely dreaded it because there was a boss was a bit of a bully, and the people were all like bitchy with one another. And I dreaded it so much that I used to sometimes wish that I'd get run over on my way to work so I didn't have to turn up. You know, so I was almost wishing as a dire situation to crop up that would allow me not to do something that I didn't want to do. I know it sounds ridiculous. I think I've matured a little bit since then, but this is that kind of energy I'm feeling. It's like you almost want something to really catapult everything out the way, and you can get what you've been hoping, because you've been wanting to move forward. Just want to clarify that Wheel of Fortune. Can you please clarify the Wheel of Fortune? Thank you. Two of Wands. Yes, wanting to move forward. Okay, very similar to the Three of Wands. You see how they both are looking out off into the horizon. Okay, now the Three is more of that waiting period. He's got his wands firmly in the ground, but he's sort of waiting. He's wanting to move on to that into the distant shores over there. But with the Two of Wands, this talks about, look, he's got that globe in his hand, the world globe. So now he's thinking about branching forward, but beyond his immediate surroundings. So it feels like whatever's happening for you with that Wheel of Fortune, it's going to be on a global scale, but it's affecting you very personally. So it could be that you are at the point where you now have the option to actually move abroad or do some traveling, or something is pulling you there. Okay, it feels very much like a travel. So where we have this, where you're wanting to get going and move forward, perhaps that was only kind of close by, regional, and now this Wheel of Fortune opens the floodgates to a higher, wider expansion of movement. Phew. All right. Okay, so let us get a couple of oracle cards just to support this reading. Let me get the energy for Taurus for the month of January, please, for the highest good. Thank you. Voyage. You see, it's all about the voyage. It's all about the moving forward. The whale there carries her baby beneath, well, flies in the sky with that full moon, that combination which represents the world card over there. So you know, you're sensing, you're picking up on all the energy that a voyage is happening. Now it's over water here, and water represents the emotional body. So it could be that you're rising above the emotions into the sky, into that air, into that sword energy or the intellect, and knowing that now you need to move forward. And there, it's easier passage for them in the sky than it is in the water. Okay, easier passage. So there is definitely there's definitely movement happening for you, 100% in January. I don't know, it doesn't feel, I'll be honest, it doesn't feel like you're actually moving in January, but the energies are starting to support a shift, that shift forwards. And although it can be metaphoric, I feel that mostly it is physical. I do feel like it's physical. What else, please, for Taurus, January 2022? Got two cards there. We got Y, and we've got chaos and conflict. Okay, so I feel like these cards are coming up with regards to this Three of Swords and this Ten of Swords energy over here. So there could be with a situation where the restrictions are holding things back and bringing in something from the past, causing you to question why. This would then ask you to delve deep into the matter. Make sure that you really address it, see it, cleanse it, so that you can move forward into your ace, because you don't have an ace. You've got the world, you've got loads of things wanting to move forward, and that's your energy, but you've got no aces. Nothing's starting yet for you in January. You just, all the energies are supporting you. So it's really asking you to question what your belief systems are in terms of moving forward. Have you addressed everything that you need to address? Have you released everything that you need to release? And with it comes chaos and conflict. Okay, so the chaos and conflict, I do feel like it is in the mental body for you. It's not, it doesn't seem like a massive physical thing. It could, of course, be communication and correspondences coming in that are causing a little bit of problems over here, but it's affecting you in the mental body, okay, causing you to question the why, causing you to have a look at the chaos and conflict, because you can't really move forward when everything's chaotic. You cannot see the clear way forward, okay? So this is all mental body stuff here. And there's no point in moving forward until you can see a clear path. Right, can we get an oracle card, please, for Taurus for their highest good? I need to know, please. Thank you. Soul family. There we go. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do this alone. You see how those whales are up in the air again? Quite similar to that voyage card. So, of course, you can be, it might be helpful to be listening to some whale music at the time. You could be communicating with whales or dolphins if you resonate with that vibration of entities or beings. Your soul family are supporting you. Sometimes you just need to ask. It's quite difficult for us Taurus. I think it's probably quite difficult for anyone to ask for help, but you are absolutely supported. So even if you feel quite alone in a situation, particularly with this 3 of Swords and this 10 of Swords energy, okay, if there's no one physically that you can call upon, you can do your prayers, you can do your affirmations, and you can speak to your spirit guides and ask them to show you the way. They cannot do anything unless you ask. They're always willing to help. You just need to ask. So when you find that things are a little bit, when you are triggered by something, where things are reflecting back to you that you do not like, that are causing lots of chaos within your mental body, call them in to help bring in peaceful viewing, peaceful perspective. All right. Okay, so Taurus, that's all I have for you. I hope that it resonated. Bit of a heavy month, I'll grant that, but I'm in this with you because I'm a Taurus too, so we can do this. We've got the Wheel of Fortune waiting for us on the other side, and you know, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So we've got this, we are forewarned, we are prepared, and now we just have to move with the flow and know that we are going to be taking that voyage and moving forward once the residue is cleaned up and once everything has healed and cleansed. So thank you very much for watching, and if this did resonate, please do like, subscribe, comment and share, and I'll see you next month. Take care. Bye.